All right, what up, what up, what up? Because Loco said I had to do that because we're doing this kind of bullshit. All right, welcome to No Life Gaming slash tech slash whatever the fuck we're calling it these days. This is the gaming portion. We don't have Wayne. He's partying or something. I don't know. The Eagles won the Super Bowl, so he's gone. I actually kind of hope he's alive, but like you don't know with Philly. But
Dude,
right.
he got
Yeah.
out of Philly before the fires and the
I don't
before
know. You sent us a video last night from at 2 in the morning of just 5,000 people just marching down the street chanting "fuck Tom Brady."
I saw that. I also saw the awning from the Ritz-Carlton completely collapse.
So yeah, hope Wayne's doing well and it's alive in Philly. But we have Loco and Doobie here, along with myself, Jerry. We're all here, and we're gonna try to do a show. So yeah, bring on the boys. Because we have to do an intro statement, I guess.
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up?
I did mine already. Philly burned to the ground.
Yeah, I was about to say,
People eat.
that's a terrible thing for your city when your team wins the Super Bowl, isn't it?
To be fair though, to be fair, you look at the arrest record. There was only 3 arrests made last night.
Yeah, because the cops were doing it too.
Yeah,
the cops were climbing the posts and getting Vaseline all over their suits.
I want to know.
I don't understand
how far collegiate did they make it? Like, is it like a college? Did they party like you would at a college where every couch just got instantly thrown out the window and then set on fire in the street?
I will say that the fires I saw were all from Temple University.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. I mean, I'm sure that. Yeah. Okay. I was just curious because there were definitely some funny videos from the Eagles.
I do think some of the perception of Philadelphia plays into it. The fan base is crazy. That's just the perception. So last year, well, not last year because the Patriots, they're just so used to winning, they don't do anything. But when other sports teams waited for so long to win a championship, like the Cubs, when they won, shit went crazy.
Yeah, but that's Chicago too.
But they don't have the perception of Philly, so nobody makes a big deal. But Philly just gets that exposure of, look at their fans again, those crazy psychos.
The main city streets were flooded at 2 a.m. with thousands of people screaming "fuck Tom Brady."
Well, to be fair,
Brady. I was gonna say, to be fair, nobody likes Tom Brady. So.
Nobody likes Tom Brady. Fuck him.
But it's just I'm sure most bases party, but that was something different.
Dude, boo-hoo, he lost the Super Bowl. He still got 5 rings and is married to a fucking supermodel. I think he's okay.
Oh yeah.
She's probably never mind.
You didn't win, Tom. I'm leaving you.
Just like the other 2 times.
I only dated men with 6 rings.
Oh god. Well, all right. I hope all is well in the football world. Since the Patriots lost, the Lions get Matt Patricia, who didn't win.
Hold on. The Patriots are already favored to win the 2019 Super Bowl.
Oh yeah.
I'm not lying to you.
No, yeah. Over the Eagles. Yep.
It's fucking stupid.
It's hilarious. I mean, it's early, very early betting, obviously.
Dude, what the fuck? I just last night, my whole shtick last night was Gronk looks like a caveman, and I just expected him to come up to the podium and just be like, Gronk's sad.
Well, his name is Gronk. You got to kind of look like a caveman when your name's Gronk.
His eyes are cross-eyed. He just look. Why Tom Brady's sad? It's like, Gronk, we lost. What lose? We lose? I don't know lose.
This is what happens when Wayne's gone. We just fucking ramble.
Yeah, but you know what?
We would have done this with him anyway.
Yeah, dude, it's the Super Bowl. I mean, it was actually a good Super Bowl too.
No, that was highly entertaining.
Yeah. But all right, if we want to get into gaming shenanigans, Okay, let's just get this right out of the way. Loco, how many hours have you played this week?
I'm up to a total of I think last time I looked, I think I'm on a total of 85 hours on Monster Hunter.
All right.
Yeah. I'm pretty much
2 full work weeks in 1 week. All right.
Yeah. I'm pretty much near I'm near in-game content pretty much. Like I'm pretty much at the end of it. I'll just be farming and doing optional stuff.
Waiting
probably
for more Mega
next
Mans.
weekend. Yeah, I still need to do the Horizon Zero Dawn thing. I'm well above it. Like I think it was Hunter rank, HR rank 5 is what they suggest for it, and I think I'm HR rank 14 or 15. So I'm leveled enough that I can just go do it a couple times. But I need to do that to get the gear, even though it's just Palico gear.
Fair. All right. Open. Do you know when they're planning DLC for that?
Well, I mean, they're going to be coming out with like constant events, and they're supposed to be releasing new monsters as like free DLC.
Right.
So, like, Capcom is a shitty company, but they are pretty good with their Monster Hunter franchise. Like, they release a lot of free content for Monster Hunter, and I'm guessing that they're going to do it for this too, especially since it sold so well. It sold so well over in the West.
The only thing I could see them being a little tiny bit worse about it is just because they're gonna eventually have to put it on.
Yeah, not
so
only that,
making all that content will be like, oh, I don't want to make as much. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true. But I definitely, especially with them selling so many copies, and the amount of people that are playing, that I definitely see a full-scale DLC for this. Probably, I don't know. Either fourth
like
quarter.
3 months or
yeah.
Okay.
Oh. No, I mean full scale.
I was thinking soon. Oh, full scale. Okay,
yeah. Yeah,
I was just
not
thinking
like,
just because like if you're already hitting max,
yeah.
or like towards end game, like you gotta have something to entice end game sooner than later, hopefully.
I mean, not only that, but you got to think
But at 3 months, I was thinking, like, give me a WoW pad.
Yeah, pretty much. Like they'll probably add like a monster or two by that time, I would imagine, just to keep it more interesting. But I imagine, yeah, they'll have like a full scale DLC by either fourth quarter this year or beginning of next year. And with that, I mean, we only have high rank right now, and if you're a seasoned Monster Hunter player, you know that the way it usually goes is you'll have low rank, high rank, and then on some of the games, especially the ultimate games, you'll have G rank. So I imagine they would release a DLC probably, like I said, end of this year, beginning of next year, with a G rank, with more subspecies, some more monsters, and possibly some more areas. Probably for like $29.99, I'd buy that shit.
All right.
I'm eventually going to do like a deep dive into Monster Hunter, but lately there's been so many other games that it's like not on my top priority list. But I own it.
One other game.
There's been one other game.
Fucking Dragon Ball.
Well, that's the thing is like I don't know, like Monster Hunter will always be there. The only thing that I maybe would not wait too long on is right now there's a lot of people playing. So there's like a lot of multiplayer going on. Like multiplayer, if you want to play with just random people, if you don't care to play with your friends or not, it's so easy to play with people in this. And even to play with your friends, it's a little bit janky until you figure it out, and then it's easy. Like it's so easy to play with people in this, and I don't see it like dying out completely, but I don't know.
I'm not big on that would suck with random people. Is it a game that I need to play with multiplayer, or can I enjoy it solo? Because
yeah, you can definitely enjoy it solo.
I'm fine enjoying it solo. I'm like, that was kind of the reason like Destiny didn't really hook onto me that well. Was like one, I got into it with my friends had already gotten out of it, but like solo, the game didn't feel that rewarding solo.
Destiny 2 was different though. Destiny 2 felt great solo for the first playthrough. And then after that, it sucked.
So the first campaign was 8 hours.
Fun, yeah.
the first
After
8
that,
hours,
yeah.
and then after that you're just like, yeah. But yeah, you can definitely.
I still haven't opened that game since I played it for 2 weeks and I still haven't opened it since. I'm
Me
pretty
neither.
sure I still can't open it because it's still broken and I don't even care to fix it.
Yeah, I also haven't played it again. But yeah, Monster Hunter is definitely a game that you can enjoy by yourself. That's how I played a lot of the other Monster Hunters. But also, especially if you're playing with friends, it's really fun to do that too. So either or.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
A game that I'm looking forward to, and I know Jerry's probably looking forward to. We talked about it a little bit. Was the new Civ 6 expansion?
Yes.
I saw that. And I was like, how many expansions does Civ 6 have? Or is this the first one?
This
No,
is the
this is
first
the
one.
first.
Like,
Okay,
This is the
because I'm
first.
like, because that was like, my thing.
They
is
have
I
a
bought
couple of
Civ-
they have a couple of like Civ packs.
Yeah.
But this is the first expansion.
See, I'm gonna buy Civ 6 kind of like how I did Civ 5 when it's like, hi, here's the game and all of the expansions of
Yeah.
DLC for a decent price.
Yeah,
I'm like, cool. I played enough. Like I'm playing Civ 5 still a little bit.
yeah, that's the thing about Civ games is like, I don't know, man. Like the DLC and the expansions are like truly game changing. Like it changes just whole mechanics. Like especially with this new one, I think it's coming out with the governor system and stuff like that.
Right.
It'll be,
And
I don't
hopefully
know.
it fixes religion finally.
Yeah.
Like I still not a fan of the religion, so whatever. But like there's also like what 8 new civilizations, which is kind of baller. Like
Yeah.
that's the
it
first one I've
is.
ever seen that's like, yeah, no, like usually they'll have like a couple, but not 8.
Yeah,
That's like
definitely not
doubling
it.
the size of the game, even without if you didn't buy any Civ packs or whatever.
I was about to say, especially considering that you can get about 8 from Civ Packs.
Yeah.
Because I think there's
Well, I mean, like
3
the
of
base
them.
game was only like 10 or something. You know, that is
Yeah.
straight doubling, yeah, basically.
Yeah, pretty much, because the Civ Packs, like, there were like 3 of them that gave you 2 civilizations for the pack, and then there's like 3 of them with 1, I think. It was
Oh.
quite a bit.
Heck yeah. All right.
All right, so yeah, I mean, they did really add a lot of civilizations like super quick. Like I was not expecting that many mini packs, because with Civ 5, I think they only added what, like 2 DLC, 3 DLC.
They had
with
2
the...
expansions, but they weren't.
Well, yeah,
they weren't
but
like civs. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah, yeah. They didn't add like actual civilizations. Like they added Korea. I think they added somebody else, but I can't remember.
Hawaii was its own. You had to buy.
Yeah, Polynesia.
Polynesia. Most of them were like ones you had to buy separately. It's like Civ packs. I don't know what they're properly called. I just keep calling them Civ packs.
Well, I mean,
because
that's
it's all
good
loot
enough for me.
boxes.
Bundle info. Let me roll through this. All right, Babylon. I remember buying that. Most of these are just maps, though. Spain and Inca.
Oh, and 5.
Yeah, it says Civ and Scenario double pack.
Oh, that would be it because the Civ packs have.
Yeah, Polynesia, Denmark, Korea, obviously, and that's it.
All right.
So they've actually released more than that in their first little run than they did the whole run of Civ 5. Which, I mean, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's all right. Like, I haven't looked into it.
It is very expensive after a while, but
they're doing the Paradox thing. Have you noticed that with Paradox? Or do you know
the Warner Brothers route? Where everything is a $3 DLC.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about like Paradox. So like Crusader Kings 2, Hearts of Iron, yeah, Europa Universalis. Like they will literally kill you with fucking DLC. Like I'm just waiting for Crusader Kings 3 because that would be awesome. But instead it's just constant just Crusader Kings 2 DLC. So you just keep having to buy DLC if you want to play it. new
Like-
content.
Like Total War.
Yeah.
Yep.
I still need to play Total War, Warhammer, Warhammer mix, son.
Yeah. The new one. It's good. It is good. I would suggest if you have the first one, or if you don't have the first one, buy both of them.
By both of them.
Yeah, because something that they did cool with that is like the Warhammer 2 is it only has four races and 2 commanders for each, so there is still 8. But the way it also works is if you have the first one, you can turn it into like a grand campaign and play from any of them. And it has all of them from the first and second game, which I think is pretty cool. Instead of like, but at the same time, then you could argue Warhammer 2 is just the biggest DLC.
Yeah. Fair enough.
But all right, Doobie, what have you been playing this week?
Besides Dragon Ball?
Sure. I mean, it's okay. I've literally only played RimWorld and WoW.
I recently found a way to play some PSP games, so I'm going back and playing.
Which ones?
They're all remakes, of course. Star Ocean 1, Star Ocean 2.
Skip 1.
No, I like 1.
Ugh.
I liked one on Super Famicom probably better, but it's also interesting to play it because that was a complete rebuild of the game. But I still love the first 2 games are the best.
Yeah, the second one's the best for sure.
And of course, Final Fantasy Tactics: War of the Lions.
Yeah.
That re-release was really good. Other than that, I am picking up because it's on sale till February 11th for $20. Witcher 3.
There you go.
It's $20. I can't say no to that.
Does it come with the expansions or just the base game?
I got no idea. I mean,
honestly, just the base game is fantastic.
Yeah, $20 for the base game is fine. I can get the expansions probably on a Steam sale soon for cheap.
Yeah, because I think usually they sell the whole thing on sale for $30.
Yeah,
or like the collectors.
Yeah, if I spend 20 now and spend 10, and by the time I beat the base game.
True.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna open up my PPSSPP real quick.
PPSSPP. It's just a bunch of P's and S's.
Let me see what I got on here. I have that you should play. Accidentally clicked one of the games. Didn't mean to do that.
Totally go back and replay Birth by Sleep. No, I shouldn't.
Breath of Fire 3. That's a really good one.
See, let me real talk though about that motherfucking. They only released that shit in Europe. I remember when I owned
Breath of Fire 3.
Yeah, that was they never saw stateside release.
What am I thinking of? Oh, I had 4 on PlayStation.
Breath of Fire 3 did come out on PSP, but it only came out in Europe.
Okay, well you should play it on your special way that you know how to play.
Did they really change? I love that. Don't get me wrong. I love that game.
Now you can play it on your PS4 with the PS2 emulator that you hacked.
Yeah. Lunar Silver Star Story. That's classic.
Yeah, it's one of those games like I had physically and I don't know where it is anymore.
Yeah, I used to have that, and I had Eternal Blue.
Eternal Blue I actually played that one first.
Also, Tactics Ogre.
It's all ogre.
It's all ogre.
Tactics Ogre. Okay.
Yeah, on PSP.
Dude,
I never had PSP. Like, I don't know anything that's on PSP.
You never played the Shrek tactical RPG game?
No,
that's what I'm thinking. Like, what? Do you throw donkeys? Like, what?
It's like it's basically. Did you like Final Fantasy Tactics?
It's all right. Like I do like those style of games. Yes.
Okay, well you'd like Tactics Ogre then, because it's basically, it's Final Fantasy Tactics, the first one, like War of the Lions.
Okay. That was another game that kind of annoyed me. It didn't come out west. Was the Suikoden 1 and 2 combo on PSP? Yeah. Like I remember owning the original like 1000 like model of PSP, like the OG motherfucker. That was my MP3 player for a while.
Well, there you go. Heck yeah.
I will
Personally,
never own
like
a
I
Vita.
said, no. Like I said, I've been playing too much RimWorld. I streamed it. That was fun.
Yo, when is the
Counter
Vita?
Strike, and then I played WoW.
When is the Vita emulation?
It's probably there if you look hard enough. I won't tell you where, but pretty sure there's things out there.
I mean, I'm pretty sure there are things out there. I just don't know how well they run.
Yeah, about as good as an emulator runs.
Wait, you said Vita emulation?
Yeah,
Emulation? Yeah, I don't think.
I don't think there's been much headway on it.
Really?
No,
I
I don't
expect
think.
there to be.
I don't think so.
I mean, it's a definitely a lot stronger.
I'm trying to think if there's anything that you even want to play on Vita. To be honest with you,
Yeah,
you
play that weak trash.
I was gonna say that you couldn't play somewhere else that's even better. Because don't get me wrong, I have a Vita, so I mean,
the literal only thing I can think of is Persona 4 Golden.
Yeah, I have that. That's it. That's legit.
It.
Yeah, that's legitimately probably the best game on there.
What a shitty system.
Yeah, it wasn't that great.
Like, if you're in Japan, yeah, it was a great system for you. You guys loved it. But if you're an American, that shit did not work in the West.
I mean, I like JRPG.
Stranglehold.
I like JRPGs as much as the next weeb trash fanatic, but like, dude, even that wasn't good enough. Not only that, but they didn't even bring a lot of them over. So,
dude, the 3DS had the stranglehold, even with its 240p screen.
Yeah,
they couldn't compete.
Yeah, I mean, I still play 2DS bullshit, 3DS bullshit.
Yeah. I was talking to a friend at the Zero Party. It's like, you know, we were talking about gaming and stuff, and I was just like, you know, you don't have a 3DS. I'm like, really? At this point, go buy a 3DS. There's so many good games on it. It's cheap enough you can just buy, like, you know, a used one for real cheap.
Yeah, you know,
games are always on sale.
If you want to, just go buy a 2DS. Like,
and then
cheaper.
Yeah, it's
and
even
then you can also buy a big ass SD card and put that bitch in there and never have to worry about storage.
Yeah,
sure. That's what I did. The thing about 3DS though is like every time I'll like put it down for like 2-3 months and then I pick it back up. The first thing I do is like, well, let me check the store and see if anything came out that I might be interested in. It's always nothing.
Well, that's
it's always nothing.
But that's because it's a dead system now.
Yeah, it's pretty much a dead system.
In terms of new games, Nintendo can say, "Oh, we're going to continue." You're not. You moved Pokemon over. You moved Fire Emblem over. You're not coming out with new shit. Third party might come out with just some small, like, you know, 3DS indie titles that'll also be on the Switch. You know, these are the games that can be played on both because indie, like Shovel Knight. But that's about it. You know, there's no big first-party games coming to the 3DS. Damn thing's dead. However, it's got a fantastic backlog.
It's true. But all right, we're gonna mosey on over to our little news section, and we're gonna start it off with Far Cry 5 DLC will fight zombies and Martian spiders.
Our Brett Favre Cry 3 Bob is yeah.
I'm surprised no one did that. Like, you know, instead of saying Far Cry 4, just call it 4 Cry. 5 Cry.
5 Cry.
Try Cry.
5 Cry.
I think this is like kind of like them trying to capitalize on. You remember when they came out with what was it, Blood Dragon?
And it was fantastic.
Yeah, this is them capitalizing on that market again. That's all this is. Which, I mean, that's cool, I guess.
It's cool, but I think Blood Dragon worked because it was its own, you know, it was completely a joke. It worked because it was also like the last, you know, it's the last DLC that came out. It wasn't like they released the game and then here's this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you definitely, it was definitely unique, and not only that, but you don't want like,
and they released it standalone too. That was the big thing.
Yeah, it was like you didn't even have to have the other one. But I'm gonna tell you the truth right now. I really don't care about the Far Cry franchise that much. I haven't cared about it since 3 and Blood Dragon. Like, I was gonna say that you don't want to get to be like the zombie mode in Call of Duty, where every Far Cry game is gonna have this like Outrun retro wave throwback. weird, DLC thing. But yeah, to be honest with you, I don't really care.
I will
'Cause
say,
I
I
mean,
will say
this
that
is
the set
Alpha
and
5.
setting.
Oh yeah, this is Alpha 5, not the.
I will say the set and setting for Far Cry 5 has me more interested than I've been in a Far Cry game.
Yeah.
Shooting up Westboro Baptist Church, pretty much.
Listen, man,
Yeah.
I like shooting Nazis. This is kind of the closest thing I'm
It's-
gonna get in this version.
I was gonna say it's close enough.
It's fun. Come on.
I mean, I'm more interested in this Far Cry than I've been in since probably any of them. To be honest, I've never been huge into Far Cry at all.
I
Like I
played.
like Blood Dragon because it was like bullshit.
Yeah, yeah. It was fantastic, is what it was. But I mean, I played the original Far Cry when it first came out. When everybody was talking about how how it was going to test your system and it was really good, and I really enjoyed it. And then Far Cry 2 really sucked, really bad. Like it was terrible. And then Far Cry 3 came out and it was a hit and everybody liked it. And then they were like, okay, we're just going to keep doing this over and over and over ad nauseum.
Yeah.
It's like they pretty much just made the same game over and over again after Far Cry 3.
Yeah, so it became Call of Duty.
Yeah. I mean, even though they're like, oh well, this is a single player experience with a unique antagonist. No, it's not. It's the same antagonist from 3.
You still just go capture the fucking tower thing and
Yeah.
be like, cool, I got the area.
Yeah.
That's what never clicked with me for Far Cry. Like I don't like those kinds of games where it's like, oh yeah, you go and capture this thing and then you own the area and it's like, why? Like why? Why am I doing this? Like
why though?
Like I don't care. Let me explore or
Dude,
have a story. Like I'll follow the story. I don't want to follow the story and then like now you get to capture all the land and be a pirate.
I feel like the new Far Cry 5, just for the memes, should have the theme song American Badass from Kid Rock.
I can do without that.
It would be funny. God, that's an awful song.
All right, but next we have 10 Crowns, which is a historical 4X from Civ 4's a designer from Civ 4. He has basically made 10 Crowns, and I remember seeing this before, thinking this actually looks dope.
Yeah, it says I didn't know this, but apparently he also did Off-World Trading Company, which that was too, I don't know, menu heavy for me. I have it and I played a little bit of it, but it's like manage the economy and that's it. I was like, all right, well, I think I'll pass on that.
But I mean,
good on that.
It could be good. It could be bad.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Like they're saying, it's epic scale turn-based strategy game that lets players create the greatest dynasty in world history. It's like, all right.
The New England Patriots.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
But so it's Civ, but like historic Civ would be cool. And by historic Civ, I mean Civ's pseudo historic. I mean, I don't know. It's one of those games where you do create your own version of this history or whatever. But like I think, I don't know. It could be really cool if it's like actually like if the art style is historic, like if it actually feels like you like it's very different and okay, cool. I'm the leader of this group, and here all the art represents that instead of Civ 6's current. It's a cartoon.
Yeah,
it's a cartoon.
Everything's a cartoon.
It's a cartoon.
I mean,
you see Teddy Roosevelt.
I think Civ 5 like captured it pretty well. Like they're close enough to like actual depictions of non-cartoony looking people, so it's pretty nice. But I mean, to be honest with you, 4X wise, like
like I don't know. For me too, it'd be cool if pottery did something. Like cool, you research pottery, it does something instead of cool. You can build a farm now, and now you're on to the next thing. In 2 minutes, you'll be done with pottery. Like I think something like that could be definitely cool if it focused more on like early world.
Oh well, Jerry, you should You should just play in epic mode or marathon.
Yeah.
Marathon game speed.
Yeah.
I've played a couple of those. It's terrible. It's so slow. It's like you had the whole map mapped out by the time you hit classic age. It's ridiculous. But yeah, I found that I enjoy one of the reasons that I enjoy, like, I love 4X games, but I do not like space games.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if you're in that category with me, then you're fucked because you're just left with Civ, and that's it. Because every other 4X game is a fucking space game. Literally every other 4X game is a fucking space game.
Even some of the Civ games are a space game.
Yeah, fucking Alpha Centauri and Beyond Earth or whatever. But like,
I don't know. I think like if it was a Civ type 4X, but say instead of the way Civ's set up where you start in Neolithic times to the future, I think a cool setting would be Neolithic times to like classical. Like classical is the end. That's where you win, and have a big focus on all of that beforehand. Like I would
really love
cool.
something like that, because to be honest with you, that's my favorite part of a Civ game is like the beginning. Yeah. Finding stuff and setting up stuff. Like once I make it to industrial area, I'm like, okay, I just want to win the game now or lose. I just want it to be over with.
Yeah, and like in those early times are where all of the diversity is of like those different civs. So like, once you get to industrial, like they're all the exact same unless you're Germany. Like unless you get tanks, like they're all the same.
Yep, because then you make it to newts, and then everybody's just really afraid of you.
Yep. So like I think a game in that kind of setting would be pretty cool. And I don't know, the art for this looks pretty cool. So if you guys are interested in 4X, go check out 10 Crowns, and we'll kind of watch how this develops.
Yeah.
Moving on, we have more Crash Bandicoot ports reportedly on the way.
And a new game.
Yeah, a Switch and PC port plus a new title next year.
I mean, it makes sense.
What the world needs is more Crash Bandicoot.
Crash sold well on PlayStation 4. It's owned by Activision, so it's not an exclusive to PlayStation. And if it sold this well, I have a feeling Switch owners would buy it up. There's sales there.
Yeah,
they're gonna do it.
I mean, like Switch is the perfect console for that. I think.
I just hope that
that's perfect.
If they make a new Crash game, for the love of God, can it not have the same problems the Insane Trilogy had, where like they did not properly do the physics correctly in that game. You can actually go and like catch some YouTube videos and watch it about it, but like you compare the game to the original game, and they kept a lot of the stuff like true to the original, but didn't update the actual like physics properly. So your jumps were like not properly done the way they should have been done. So like there were some stages. It's more prevalent in the first Crash game than it is in the second and third one. But yeah, if you look it up, like you can tell it's still a fun game, but they didn't do the best work.
I think I mean it sold really well, the remakes. And I mean, I think they can also look at like Ukulele and just be like, yeah, people want this shit.
Yeah, I mean,
as long as it isn't Ukulele.
I was gonna say, as long as it doesn't tank.
Make a game that isn't, okay. And I do feel like a Crash game being built from the ground up wouldn't deal with the same physics problems because it would be an original new game. So they're not having to base anything off of a previous game or a remake. So the physics should work better in that. And I would buy it. I would buy a new Crash game. Bring back Spyro.
I'd probably play it.
Bring fucking back Spyro, though.
Yeah.
Skylander Hell.
I mean, you got to make them look, I don't know.
Dope. Yeah. You gotta make Spyro look dope. And you can't do that.
You need to make him look dope. Just need to make him look like Spyro.
No, dude. You need like Shadow of the Colossus Spyro.
Man, I loved the first 3 games in the PlayStation 1, and I would totally buy a Spyro trilogy.
I
Yeah,
mean,
didn't when they put them in Skylanders, didn't they make them look like god awful?
Yeah.
Yeah,
would
that's what I
assume
He
remember.
looks like a punk
Skylanders.
bitch. He looks like a punk bitch.
Like, I don't.
He
I'm
looks
sorry.
like a
Yeah,
punk bitch.
sorry you expected a lot out of Skylanders. I don't know
No,
what to tell
I-
you.
I never expected anything out of Skylanders, but
No, I mean
Spyro-
I didn't even play the
crap.
game, but I did remember looking at the Spyro model and being like, "What the fuck is that?"
Dude, Spyro is trapped in that Skylander hell.
So were a lot of things. I think I remember that because we had to buy my cousins Skylanders when they were like 7, and now they're 18.
They put Crash into Skylanders.
Why? But sure, okay, okay.
Didn't they have was the Wii U had like the Donkey Kong like Skylander like amiibo thing, but it was a Skylander figurine? I don't know. She was so bad.
We like officially finally get over Skylanders. Can they go the way of like Beyblades or something?
Like all Toys to Life products should die. Lego Dimensions died, thank God.
Can we just like get the Roblox hype going and have it replace Skylanders?
Can we go back to Lincoln Logs?
Right? All right. Well, moving on, we have some sadder news. Apparently, Red Dead Redemption's 2 has been pushed back to October, which no one's surprised by.
No,
No,
I mean, Rockstar always does this shit. They always announce a game and then delay it 3 or 4 times.
Yeah,
and
So,
it comes out and it's fucking great.
yeah,
October
that-
26th. That would be good because that would give a month after WoW comes out. So I'd actually be able to play it then. Maybe.
I mean, I'm gonna play it definitely, but yeah, that's the thing about it. Like, that's the thing about Rockstar. Even though they push back their games, they're always like good games
always
when
worth
they
it.
find like they always. There's so many companies that'll push back a game, and then when they finally release it, it'll be mediocre or it won't be that good. But
Looking
that's
at you, Duke
never the
Nukem?
case. Yeah, Duke Nukem Forever. That's the most famous
That's the
example of
meme.
it.
Yeah.
Halo 3.
Halo 3
It's-
wasn't terrible.
No,
Yeah, it
Halo
wasn't as
3
bad considering
No, not
like
Halo
what
3, I'm
came
sorry.
after it.
Yeah.
Half-Life 3. I'm tired.
Oh, yeah, you're like Halo 3, and I was just thinking in my head, I was like, I like.
nerds.
Actually, I don't know if that was in development hell, but like definitely Halo 4 was.
Yeah, you said that, and like in my head, I'm thinking, I'm like,
Halo
I
3 was
like-
good.
I actually liked Halo 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's my favorite one. Famous like long development cycles that either never came out or came out shittily. Like Duke Nukem was the example of shittily came out,
Yeah,
and Half-Life 3 is the example of it will never exist.
Yeah.
Don't expect anything with the number 3 to exist. for
you
Valve.
you guys remember way back in the day when they were gonna make this game called StarCraft Ghost?
Yeah,
You remember that shit?
I remember
I
that.
remember StarCraft Ghost, yeah.
Yeah, I remember my cousin. It was gonna be like over the shoulder, third person action, kind of like siphon filter shit. If
Yeah,
you
it was
remember
gonna be
that
like-
shit.
Yeah, it was gonna be that third person Splinter Cell
Yeah.
with what's her name as the ghost? Sarah?
Yeah, I
Something?
think so.
I
I don't know, but like I remember my cousin went in and like pre-ordered that shit and paid it off. And as you know, the shit never came out. So,
Which sucks because that could have been really cool.
mhm.
And now we have Overwatch, JK.
Yeah,
Because that's
she
always
tur-
the
she
Blizzard
tur-
meme.
she
It
turned
turned
into
into
a
Titan.
Widowmaker.
Yeah, turned into Titan, and then that turned into Overwatch, so now she's Widow. Yeah, dude, that's how that works. All right, we're hitting more bad news with Dead Rising studio Capcom Vancouver hit by layoffs.
I'm trying to think of.
Capcom confirms
I mean-
layoffs have hit the studio.
Are we surprised Dead Rising has not sold that well?
It hasn't been
while.
good since 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I mean, to be fair, like how long
But
can
hey,
you?
man, they also made the Bigs.
have-
Like, come on, dude. You don't play the
I've-
Bigs. You don't play the
no.
baseball series, the Bigs.
Nope. Don't play the show either. But
Baseball was already boring enough,
ooh,
and I love baseball. but
And
I
then,
cannot
yeah,
play it
that's
as a video game. I
that's
can't.
like the only games they do is Dead Rising and Pigs.
Like how can you really expect to have longevity out of a series like Dead Rising?
Especially if you keep making it worse.
I mean,
Yeah.
like Capcom has Monster Hunter going for it. That's kind of it.
Yeah, it used to be Monster Hunter in the East and Street Fighter in the West.
Street Fighter and Marvel vs. Capcom.
Yeah.
Yeah. They did not put any money into. God damn it! They did not put any money into Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, and they, you wonder why it sold so poorly. And you compare it to Dragon Ball, where Dragon Ball, I don't even know how much more it sold. I think Dragon Ball, at least 1 million, right? Maybe 2 million? I don't even know. But Dragon Ball, like, completely blew that game out of the water. Mega Man is kind of dead.
Yeah.
Like, Mega Man 11's coming out, but if that doesn't do well, that franchise is completely dead.
And no one trusted it because of that other fucking game.
Well, no one trusts it because Inafune sucks.
Yeah.
And then
At least it's not going the Sonic route, so he's got that going for him.
Street Fighter.
I mean, if it went the Sonic route, not like, Sonic Forces, that game was.
No, dude, I just want the
Sonic
Sonic with the Black Knight to come all over.
I'll tell you, like Sonic Mania, I wouldn't mind a Mega Man game made by Mega Man fans for Mega Man fans.
Oh yeah, if it was like a Mania style, yeah.
That would
the
be
last
fantastic.
Mega Man game made by fans was trash.
I don't mind the like fan made games that come out. Like Unlimited was really good. The Street Fighter X Mega Man fan made game was really good.
Wasn't Mega Man non-fan made?
Yeah, pretty sure it was 9.
I
know it's Mighty Number 9 or whatever.
Mighty Number 9 was Inafune.
Yeah.
When he left Capcom, and that was utter garbage. And that left a bad taste in everyone's mouth.
Yeah.
But Mega Man 9 was fan made. But yeah, and not only that, but like Street Fighter, one of their main workhorses, we're like over a year of Street Fighter 5 coming out.
Street Fighter 5 Arcade, bruh.
Yeah. And they just came out with Street Fighter 5 Arcade, and they're now saying that that's the definitive. That's actually what it should have been when it came out. It's
until Super Ultra Street Fighter 5 Arcade Edition.
Yeah, pretty much.
Dude, they'll still port it.
Yeah,
to,
because Street Fighter 5 was a beta.
NES.
It was a $60 beta.
Yeah, pretty much, because I bought that shit when it first came out because I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna get ahead of the game on this time, because when I jumped into Street Fighter 4, I jumped in on like Alpha. No, not Alpha, Ultra. Okay. So I jumped in on
now
Ultra.
Now you gotta buy all the DLC characters, and buy the game again. Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
Then you'll be all pro.
If we want to talk about shitty re-releases just for a second, Final Fantasy 15. If you saw that the PC version's coming out.
I would not touch that.
Not only is the PC version coming out, it's got all of this, like all the downloadable content plus extra stuff for like, I think for like the base price is like $60 for all that crap. But hey, if you paid $60 and got the season pass on PS4, you still have to pay another $20 for the additional content that comes in that. The Royal Edition. Anybody who bought that game day one, Square Enix pretty much said, yeah, fuck you, we don't care.
Well, guess what? There's actually tons of controversy with the PC port, because they're just, how they decided to render that game's kind of very interesting. And remember Steve from Gamers Nexus, he was going through it. They broke through the game files, and when you're just wherever you are, all hair is always rendered. Even if it's past the you can't see it, it shouldn't be rendered line. The entire world is still rendered, down to the hair is still rendered like miles away from where you are. So have fun with that.
Yeah, I was about to say what. So Final Fantasy 15 PUBG edition, is that what we're doing right now?
Are we having two 1080 Ti's to run the game?
Yeah, it's like it's all still rendered, like full hair detail, like way miles away from wherever like your line of sight is.
You got to make sure at any given time, those eyebrows are on fleek.
True. True.
That's fucking ridiculous, man.
Also, using the word fleek in 2018.
On Fleet, fam.
Kill me.
Damn.
Same.
Okay, so for last thing news, I don't know, have you guys seen this Battalion 1944 game? It's a classic World War II shooter upgraded for modern players, apparently. Whatever that means, but everything I've seen from it's modern. It's Medal of Honor-ish. Like, it's like COD 2 plus COD 4 plus...
Equals COD 6.
Yeah. I don't know, it's got a lot of Medal of Honor and COD feels to it, especially based off of gameplay. But
I mean, I saw it. I haven't seen any gameplay or anything from it. I was kind of interested in it, but I don't know. Like, I just haven't been too into shooters lately, so I haven't looked too far into it. When I was just looking at it, I kind of thought it might be like that first, what was it, Battlefield game that came out, the very first one.
Oh, the first one, yeah.
Yeah, where it was like 40 teams of like, not 40 teams, but like teams of like 40 to 50 people.
Right.
And you were just battling it out on that island or whatever map.
No, I know it's less than that, but my Steam store is not.
But weren't you looking at it basically because it's cheap too? Isn't
Yeah,
it really cheap?
it's like $13 or $14 on Steam, which also then I went and checked out their website and was really impressed because the only thing that their website is, hey, here's our development road plan. Like, if you're doing an early access game, like, that's a good way to get me interested. Is just like, here's our entire development plans, and right on top, the first thing it says is all future DLC is free.
Yeah.
I mean, for a $13 game, like, that seems like it gives me those good COD games or like Medal of Honor or Day of Defeat kind of vibes. Like, I'm definitely a little interested. And they have like, okay, so spring Q1 update is the stability update. So performance and bugs fixes. Their first major update, they'll drop a new map for both casual and competitive. Offline LAN support because they're trying to be an esport because everyone is. Summer, they're going to have their first LAN tournament. So I guess they're really going after esports. New maps for Capture the Flag and Domination. More bigger maps for larger size, new weapons, like spectator mode, clan wars, eater mode, HUDs and UIs, more maps. Like, that's all this year for free. Like, that's, I mean, free once you buy the game. But
yeah,
I mean, for a cheap game, that's like good content.
But the thing is like, for a cheap game, you got to kind of hope that just the player base is there.
Yeah. Well, I've seen a lot of how I found about this is like, there's been esports teams and people in the CS scene like really gravitating toward this game, especially in Europe. Like, a couple of people have just like on lower level CS teams, they're just like, shit, I like this. So I'm stepping down from my team and gonna start a Battalion 1944 version of our esports organization. Like, that's oh, sure, dude, but
yeah, you definitely got to be on a lower team to do something like that.
But I mean, that's a way to get people into it, I think.
Yeah, that and paid
it's
sponsor streams.
It's $13.50, which is on sale. It's normally $15. They're gonna give you all that content for $15. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's not too bad. I still don't know if I'll buy it. Like, if you play it and you enjoy it, I might eventually buy it. Because didn't you say that it's like like fast paced, like Call of Duty kind of?
Yeah, but
gameplay?
like the older Call of Duties is what it seems like. It's more like older. I mean, it's still fast, obviously, but like more like Medal of Honor type Call of Duty when it was all World War II stuff. And I'm like, I'm down for that, sure. Check it out instead of the new spastastic Call of Duty.
The new hotness.
Yeah, and the other thing is like, sorry, people. No, like the graphics, good, especially for a $15 game. What I'm almost hoping though is it like what I'm gonna check it out for that I'm hoping, fingers crossed, but I doubt. If this is anything like Day of Defeat, I'm sold. I love Day of Defeat. Like I wish that game came back way too much. But I was more just really impressed with like I want to see more early access games do things like this. Like the only thing their website is links to Facebook, Twitter, Steam to buy it, their Discord group and forums, and
Developer roadmap.
yep. And then here's the roadmap. This is what we're planning on doing. That's it. Like, thank you. Like, thank you.
It's not like a Kickstarter page where they
Right.
got some kind. Yeah.
Right. It's just like, no, here's the work we've done. Here's where we're like, this is what we're planning on adding. Like, so people who are gonna buy it like can see like, oh, this is what's coming, or this is why we should buy this in early access. That's beautiful to me. Okay, maybe not beautiful, but I think that's really cool. I don't know. Do any of you guys have any other exciting, interesting news that you'd wish to talk about?
News? I don't have anything news wise.
Other than how dumb some of this Twitch stuff looks and how cool some of it looks. Because Loco here has a pretty cool Twitch hoodie.
Yeah.
And I kind of want it. So I went to the Twitch store and I'm regretting going to the Twitch store.
Those prices seem so inflated.
Yeah, some of them are, but you can get them cheaper with Prime.
The quality on this, yeah, because you do have with Twitch Prime, you do have a coupon, and that's why I got this. I got a message deleted shirt.
You got a coupon?
A coupon?
Got a coupon? Coupon.
But yeah, they got, I don't know, they got a bunch of weird shit on here that I definitely wouldn't get.
That short sleeve hoodie, I might buy that.
No, dude, it's all about this hat. This snapback hat.
I got a Kappa hat.
No, it
says Kappa and everything all over it. It's just what face and every shitty emote.
There's one a little bit further in that just says it's the keep calm meme, and it's just keep calm and show boobies. All right.
Keep calm, and the guy who made that meme needs to kill himself. I hate that meme. It's so.
Oh, but dude, you can buy a Twitch branded longboard.
Dude, I saw that.
There's two of them now.
From Land Yachts.
There's two.
My God.
No, I mean they're duffel bags. Okay-ish it seems, but I mean it's a $45 duffel bag.
I might buy the water bottle for like $10. It's not, or $12. It's not too bad.
I think I've gone too far in. I'm on like page, I don't know, like I'm on page like 5, and like half of the things on page 5 are just a hoodie for paladins. I'm not trying to get a paladins hoodie, even though they're all currently unavailable.
I mean, some of it I do want, but most of it, just
yeah.
I know it's supposed to be gamer branded bullshit, but like, there's a time where you just got to be like, enough is enough.
Yeah, that's why I got the hoodie. I
what, 3 years old? 4 years old, maybe? I'm trying to remember when they sold the original Twitch hoodie. Like when they first unveiled it, might have been 2014. It's lasted me that long, but I need kind of new ones. So I might pick up that blue one.
You can get. I was going to say you can get the purple this time.
Sorry man, for that pause, listeners or watchers. My internet just glitched for a second, I guess. No, you guys just like, it's just like I'm watching you just talk, and it's like, okay, it's like, did I just rip my headphone cable out? Like what? No, oh nope, okay.
But yeah, that blue hoodie looks nice.
Yeah, the blue hoodie looks cool. I think the blue one. The coach's jacket. No. Like
Oh,
I
you
want,
don't
I
want-
want the coach's jacket to be cool, but it's not.
You don't want that Bill Belichick short sleeve hoodie? Hey man, hacks.
Like I can understand like the hoodie, a couple of the shirts, you know, but then you get down into bullshit like the
The
pillow
adult
plush,
onesie?
the oversized mug, the wide mouth
I kind
water
of
bottle. It's
I
like
actually want to buy the mug.
the
adult
oversized mug.
Dude,
I don't
the
know about the
adult-
oversized mug. I saw a regular mug that was like, oh yeah, that seems cool. It's just a fucking mug with a logo on it. I don't know about the
And it-
oversized one.
And it's also $10.
Yeah. Yeah, it was just not the oversized mug. No, I don't like mugs like that. But yeah, I mean, so you can go and get your Twitch branded merch. Soon there will be a No Life branded merch store next to it that you can judge just as heavily as we're judging this.
Let me get that no life merch.
Wayne's gonna come back and he's gonna have emails and it's gonna be like, so when's the No Life merch line we were promised?
It's just gonna be gift wrap
We're-
with our logo printed on it.
When's the no life banana hammock?
The thing is when you're scrolling through that Amazon store, you can see that Twitch also has gift wrap paper that's Twitch branded.
And that's what I was making fun of.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about you, but I need the glitch emote dad hat. Because you can't call it a baseball cap, I guess. It's a dad hat.
What our merch really is going to be is we're going to go get some white tees and some Sharpies and just write bullshit on it and sell it to you for $25.99 per pop. We're only going to have one size.
Yeah. One size fits
Get-
all. Come on, people.
You get what you get.
We're gonna it would be hilarious if we did that, because it would be like we would judge our viewer base so harshly just on what size we picked. You would have to be really careful about what size you pick.
We just get Cassandra to make them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then they're all going to be small,
That's the point.
small and awkwardly long.
But yeah, that's the only other bullshit I had to talk about. If anyone else has any bullshit, we will close out this ragtag jump cut spectacular episode here.
Hoo-wee.
I could stop getting notified.
Don't even.
All right, guys. Thanks. Hope you enjoyed. Listen to it. Check out our website at nolife.digital. Check out our Twitch at nolife.digital. Blah blah blah. Everything. It's that. It's not a secret. It was really obvious. All right.
Yeah. No life dot digital.
And if you prefer the fully produced show, I guess, check back next week.
Yeah. And don't worry, you'll still get full audio on this and everything. And Shindo, stop entering World of Warcraft. All right, peace, guys.